So it's finally time for Kotetsushin Jeeg to make its appearance. Took him forever, honestly, but hey, there's the new part at the end of the thing. So let's go through with this. Yeah, just the basic stuff. Hmm. So let's go through with this. It's not worth a new thing. The boundary space. The mighty warriors have already averted the crisis before my powers had even returned. Now I shall carry out my duty. I shall guide them to the land where the dark cloud fogs the sky. The dark fog clouds the sky, where new gates are becoming connected to nearby parallel worlds. Shimonoseki Ruins. Hey, Tsubaki! Yo, yes. I mean, this is Kotetsushin Jeeg. We'll handle cleaning up the rubble over here. We can't thank you enough. Oh no, we're just doing our part. Still, you would come all the way here for volunteer work. You really helped us out. Please, don't worry about it. Ever since our school closed down, we've had tons of free time. All of this is the Tsar's fault, invading all over Japan. I'll never forgive them for this. Kenji, if you're going to run your mouth, then keep your hands moving too. Yeah. Ever the honor student, ever the honor student, aren't you? You can stand and learn a thing or two from Kyo. Back when we went to school, you would always show up late. Shut it. Shut it. I take things at my own pace, alright? Uh-huh. Anyways, keep busy. We got a lot of work to do on the reconstruction around here, but I'm sure we'll get it done. Yes, thanks to the Goto Island build base. I was wondering about that building. Didn't think they'd have fighter planes there. With the build base here, this area doesn't get attacked by the Tsar very often. That isn't the only reason. I'm sure they cost us about this zone as well. Yeah, I still don't know what's up with that fog. I heard Kyushu's supposed to be in there, but it's hard to believe that. Wait, did you actually learn something in history class? Please, I don't even remember what the last class was about. Oh, so Kotetsushin Jeeg's world. Okay, so Jeeg and Daltanius take place in the same world in this game. That's why I said the whole Kanto world thing. Okay. Really? Well, it's a special kind of fog. One you can go in, you can't go in or out of, or even tell what's going on inside, by any means possible. They say it appeared due to the battle with the Yamatai Kingdom 50 years ago, but no one really knows the full story. Huh. So I guess no one really knows for sure then. Now, both of you have stopped working. Oh, sorry, Kyo. Again with that. Hey, you work part-time at the build base, right? Sure you ought to be spending your time volunteering here? There's not much a mere student can do at this point. That's why I'm here doing whatever I can. If this world wasn't in the shape it's in now, I'd be riding in HMB races all day. We never got settled which of us is faster, me or Kyo. Once the world's at peace again, I'm sure the races will start back up. That's why we need to rebuild little by little. I'm starving. I can't move another inch. Stupid Kenji. I saw us coming, so I went ahead and made you a lunchbox. Oh, seriously? Gimme. Jeez, you don't need to be so pushy. You two must be close if you went so far as to make lunch for him. No way, it's not like that. It's just because we've known each other since we were kids. Look, I made one for Kyo too. Huh? What's up? I left the bag with his lunch at home. I'm gonna go back and get it. Hey, wait, Tsubaki. Want me to go with you? No, I'll be fine on my own. Thanks, though. You can still work, can't you? Let's get back to it then. Yeah, alright. At new build base command room. Tsubaki's grandmother. Really? They use that name? That's funny. You're certain this information is accurate? Indeed. The data from our observatories at Tanakashima, Tsushima, Kashima, and Shimonoseki have confirmed activity from the TS Absolute Zone. That would mean a new encroachment will begin. The zone could expand at any moment. The zone had remained inactive for nearly half a century until now. I wonder if this has something to do with the light sphere that appeared above Gifu. Who could say? but the zone is showing signs of activity. Sorry, the zone showing signs of activity is worrisome. If we get dragged into it, we won't be able to combat the Tsar, nor will we be able to accomplish our original objective. We can't afford to have one of the few beacons of resistance disappear. Have we had any contact from inside Kyushu? Unfortunately, no. The magical ward is still in effect and communication continues to be cut off. I see. There's no point in hoping for the impossible. We'll have to move our plan ahead of schedule yet again. If only here at a time like this. Yes. Hiroshi. An earthquake? No, this is... They've finally come. We're back at the city. What the hell? There's a monster coming out of that mountain. Is that some kind of Tsar robot? No, it's a Haniwa Phantom. So apparently they're using a different spelling for the Haniwa Phantoms compared to the Jeeg cast. It's got the same pronunciation though. Haniwa? That monster's heading for Tsubaki's shrine. Damn it. Wait, Kenji! Call from the build base. Huh. We're at the shrine. Hey, Tsubaki, where are you? You need to get out of here. Are you even here? You're Kenji, yes? Are you Tsubaki's grandma? Tsubaki isn't here. Oh, really? By the way, what's with your clothes? Wait, we need to get out of here, Granny. That monster's on its way here. Follow me. Huh? We're at a cave. What is this place? Look over there. Holy crap, is this bike for real? I've never seen an HMB like this before. Take these. Your key and your gloves. Awesome. Thanks. Now, let's start up the engine. Hot damn, that's a nice response. Okay, exit that away. Hop on the back, Granny. She walked away. Granny, where do you think you're going? Looks like the monster's here. Guess I gotta get its attention then. The build base guys ought to show up eventually. The new Jeeg. Another steel Jeeg. Yeah, it's definitely after me. That's what I wanted. Whoa, come on. Shouldn't they be here by now? Where the hell are those build base guys? Oh, it's about damn time. Kenji, this plane's called the Big Shooter. It's on your side. Tsubaki, is that really you, Tsubaki? I'll explain everything later. You need to build up using Raikoba and the Jeeg parts. Right? What? Build up? Just slam your knuckles together. Huh? Hurry! Fine, I'll do it already. He did it. Ah, what's going on? What's up with the handle? This thing's gonna crush me. Now, Tsubaki. Jeeg parts? Shoot! Kenji, become Jeeg! This is a robot. Did this thing just become a robot? What the hell is up with this bike? It's Steel Jeeg. What? Who are you, old-timer? Kenji Kusanagi. You'll become the guardian of this land. The what now? Kenji, focus on the Haniwa Phantom standing right in front of you for now. You guys totally lost me. Whatever. Let's freaking go then. Kotetsushin Jeeg. The new Jeeg. It appeared in Super Robot Wars K and L, but that's just about it. I don't even think it appeared in Super Robot Wars Cross Omega. The more interesting fact is, once again, this is the new Jeeg. Of course, it sucks in air, good in land, sucks in water, and ironically, it's good in space. Kenji, close the distance. You're riding that thing too? Oh, you guys are gonna have a lot to explain to after I kick this thing's ass. Let's see what this thing can do. That ends it. Heh. Ass kicked. Thank goodness. Jeeg's armor really saved them. We've got more readings. Seems it's too early to relax. No way. I thought we were done here. So now we got the new Jeeg, which I want to add him to my team because I got his SSR a couple of times, as somebody had seen in some previous gacha videos. I'm just surprised that this takes place in Daltanius' world. They didn't use some random parallel world, which means he's a part of the world Tix crew. It's the same type of Hanua Fathom, but I admit I was kind of surprised at first. But if they're the same as the last guy, then who cares, right? That may be true, but so many. Genji's not even used to fighting yet, so this isn't going to be easy. Right, we'll provide support for Genji. On your guard, everyone. We're detecting a spatial distortion phenomenon. Huh? Something may emerge from it. Take heed. Wait, what's going on? High energy reading detected. It's coming. Yeah, boys is here. The crew. The Oceanist, Archangel, and Rock Island. All ships have passed through the gate. So this is Kento's world. Status report. There appear to be mobile weapons sighted at 2 o'clock. 2 of them bear striking resemblance to Steel Jeeg and the Big Shooter. Are they this world's... So just like how there are multiple Gundams in different worlds, there's multiple Steel Jeegs too? Kento, Danji, do you know anything about this? No way. This is the first time I ever saw the thing. I'm as shocked as you all. I never thought there'd be a Steel Jeeg in our world. Lieutenant Colonel Katsuragi, attempt to contact them. Roger. It's a bunch of flying ships. Are those guys enemies too? This is Lieutenant Colonel Katsuragi... Lieutenant Colonel Misato Katsuragi, 3rd Federation Independent Squadron, Divine Doers. We come from a different world's Earth to help avert a crisis within this world. You're Japanese, lady? And what was that about a different world? So this Steel Jeeg has a pilot inside. Just like the Gundams in parallel worlds, there seem to be some differences between the Jeegs as well. Different world? You mean like a parallel world? Basically the same thing in this context, yeah. This is the director of the build base, Senjiro Shiba. We are currently in battle with the Yamato Kingdom's Hanua Phantoms, who seek to take over this world. So there's a build base, a Senjiro Shiba, and a Yamato Kingdom here. I suppose this confirms the same things can exist within parallel worlds. Lieutenant Colonel Katsuragi, tell them we will assist. Yes, sir. If there's a Dr. Senjiro Shiba here, then is there Hiroshi Shiba as well? Could it be that boy, perhaps? I can't be sure of their true intentions just yet, but regardless, we cannot afford to lose Jeeg here. Dr. Shiba, our objective is to suppress conflicts and disasters that occur across different worlds, so we would like to assist you. I understood. I accept your aid. All units, launch immediately. I already know the Gundams set a precedent for this, but I never thought what my father said would really come to pass. Hey, isn't that Jeeg? How is that? That's impossible. Or how is that possible? I guess it really is true they come from a parallel world. Are you the pilot of the Steel Jeeg over there? Huh? So what if I am? What's your name? I'm Kenji Kusanagi. Does that mean there's not another Hiroshi here? Kenji? With Ken, Kento, and now Kenji, this is really getting out of hand. Kenji sounds to me like they just stuck Kento and Danji's names together. Oh, well now that you mention it. Daltani is more than enough combining for us. I'll hurry and take these guys down. We gotta get back to Sine and the others. I hear that. I've had it with Czar, and I'm not allowed. I suck at reading. And I'm not about to let them ruin our world any more than they have. Let's go, Kenji. Time to show the Yamato Kingdom the power of double Jeegs. Yeah. So all we gotta do is murder everything. Yay. I do like the fact that we have classic and original. Sorry, original and the remake one. Or reboot. Ain't really much of a remake, honestly. But all I gotta do is slaughter these guys. Dang, Daltanius is slow when you come to think about it because it's moving last. Even the Haniwa Phantoms are faster than this thing. Hmm. So that's a pretty cool idea right there where, wait, was there any other objectives to complete? Now we're good. That is a pretty cool idea that now we're using more and more of the worlds. So that means there might be another series that would probably appear within this game's world, within the world these two come from. So far, this world has, whereas the other part of World 6 has Wataru, Liger, and Granzort. This part of the world, World 6's cast has Kotetsushin Jeeg and what's it called? Yeah, Kotetsushin Jeeg and Daltanius. All enemy readings in the battlefield have disappeared. Phew, you really saved us there. Thanks. It was nothing. I thank you for your assistance. However, I believe there are things we must discuss with one another. Of course. Would you like us to take in your units as well? Yes, please do. Look, I know that this is right after a battle, but it's alright if we go back to the Atlas base. I'm worried about Okame, Sene, and the others. Willing to bet old man Arl flipped his lid by now too? Captain, there's a gate in this world that leads to Daichi Haruka's world. You think it'd be a good idea to let the kids go along with them so they can go back there? I suppose so. Commander Shima, can I ask you to transport them? I fear it'd be too dangerous on their own. Understood. Thank you very much. We'll be in your care, Oceanus. Yeah, we get all three. That's just our amazing skills of being good in a gacha game. At the Kanger. So you guys are build-based pilots all along? That's right. We've been monitoring the zone and preparing for when the Jamatai Kingdom begin to take action. And your Jeeg is one of the things meant to fight the Honeo Phantoms. We were planning to explain everything beforehand and just ask you to pilot Jeeg, but well, sorry it ended up this way. Hmm. Yeah, but for the most thing, it's a bit out of order, but for the most part, things are proceeding according to schedule. Okay, but why me? Because you've been chosen to pilot Jeeg, as a warrior to fight the Jamatai Kingdom. Chosen? So you fight with Jeeg like I do, but you aren't a cyborg like I am. It looks like it's this big bike that transforms into the Jeeg head. So you guys, are you Jeegs? I am. You're Hiroshi Shiba. Hmm? I don't recall giving my name yet, but you're correct. Then you're... Oh, there's something on my face? No, sorry. We definitely never met before. My name is Miwa Uzuki. There's a lot I'd like to talk about, but first we should have you meet the captain of our ship. At the briefing room. That's how we ended up here. I believe I have a firm grasp on your situation now. However, I never thought the day would come that parallel world entities would appear. I saw it firsthand and I still can't believe it. Same here. It's bizarre seeing Sanjiro Shiba not only with the real body, but living to be 100 years old at that. I think he looks sad whenever he looks at Hiroshi. Maybe I'm just imagining it. So where's the Hiroshi Shiba of this world? Commander Tamashiro will return soon. We'll discuss the details once she's back here at the build base. Understood. Tamashiro? That's the same last name as Tsubaki's. Does that mean that the build base commander is related to you? Well, that girl is staring at me again. You'll find out sooner or later, I suppose. There's no sense in hiding it. What are you talking about? The build base commander is Tsubaki's grandmother, Miwa Tamashiro. However, her last name used to be Uzuki. In other words, she's our world's Miwa Uzuki. What? What? Oh boy. We're almost at the last stage now. Yo, new Jeeg! Yeah. So we're gonna continue on. So now we're going on to the Neo build base. Hold up. Oh yeah. Try to remember how to. Now try to remember the option. There we go. So it wants only 3, so we'll be kind enough this time. Doesn't really matter. Alright. I wonder what other series is going to appear in this world. New build base. Welcome to the build base. I am its commander, Miwa Tamashiro. Thank you for your help in the previous battle. I am Lieutenant Colonel Misato Katsuragi, here to represent Captain Bright Noah. Tsubaki's grandmother really is the commander, huh? So this is a parallel world version of myself. You must be Miwa Uzuki, and you're Hiroshi Shiba. Yeah, it's a little strange seeing 2 Michis in front of me. Michi. Grandmother. I have been called that name in some time. Commander Tamashiro looks sad when she looks at Hiroshi, just like Dr. Shiba. Commander Tamashiro, where is the Hiroshi Shiba of this world right now? Before that, I will explain what caused our world's Kyushu to be enveloped in the zone. It was the final battle against the Yamatai Kingdom, which happened some time ago. Final battle? 50 years ago, the Yamatai Kingdom began their invasion with the Haniwa fandoms controlled by Himika. Thanks to Dr. Shiba's research, the Japanese government knew of the Yamatai Kingdom's coming invasion and constructed the build base to confront them. Yes, using the power of this world, Steel Jeeg. And that's mostly what happened in my world as well, but you said this happened 50 years ago? Correct. And the fighting grew more and more intense by the day, with Kyushu at its center. It was a hard fight for the defense force. Foreign from the JSDF and armies of other nations. As a result, the Japanese government ordered the evacuation of Kyushu's citizens and conducted a large-scale operation on Aso, where the enemy's main base was located. Man, that sounds heavy. You really haven't been paying attention in class, have you? Come to think of it, Kento and Danji never talked about the state Kyushu was in. I haven't heard them mention it either. It would have happened 50 years ago for them, so maybe they didn't really think anything of it. I guess that's how Shinji and Asuka don't bat an eye at seeing a blood-red ocean. So what happened in the final battle with the Yamatai Kingdom? Steel Jeeg had fought his way past Himika's underlings, but her power was tremendous, putting him in a tough spot. You don't mean he was defeated, do you? No. That's when the mysterious power of Steel Jeeg's bronze bell began to manifest, enveloping the majority of Kyushu within the zone. The bronze bell has that kind of power? Then is this world's Hiroshi Shiba still somewhere within the zone? Yes. That's not what I expected to hear. We researched the zone 50 years now. We still don't know anything about it. So that's why Dr. Shiba and Commander Tamashiro look at Hiroshi with such sad eyes. So do you got one of those bronze bells too? I do. I thought as much. That said, I don't know exactly what the bronze bell inside me is. I just know that the Yamatai Kingdom wanted it for themselves. The bronze bell in this world possesses the energy of ancient times, and it seems likely that its power was once used to seal Himika long ago. And there's also another bronze bell within Raikoba. Eh? There's one inside the bike too? Yes, it's the source of Jeeg's power. You'd have to ask my father if he wants to know the details about the bronze bell I possess. I see. I'd certainly be interested in a lengthy conversation with another me. We can't say for certain that the bronze bell this Hiroshi Shiba has contains the same power as the one ours does, but there's still a good chance our Royal Chamsai Kingdom will target him as well. Now that how Neo Phantoms have appeared, can we assume they started taking action again? We can't say for sure just yet. We suspect the Hanyo Phantoms from before were inactive and awoke due to activity within the TS Absolute Zone. I see. Lieutenant Colonel Katsuragi, what do the Divine Doers intend to do next? We need to verify what the predicted disaster is. Of course, it's possible that it may be related to the activity of Zone itself. We'd also like to investigate the gates within the world. What we've established so far is that it's possible for a total of 3 to appear at one time. And one of them is above Gifu. Yes. If possible, we'd like to find out where the remaining 2 are and what worlds they connect to. Understood. The invasions from the Tsar and the Stellar Alliance have rendered armed forces unable to operate under normal conditions. But we will do what we can to assist. We thank you for that. To coincide with this, we would like to add Kenji Kusanagi, Tsubaki Tamishiro, and Kiyo Misumi to your forces temporarily. Wait, us? We're going with the Divine Doers? They'll no doubt enter into fierce fighting with the Jamatai Kingdom and the Tsar Interstellar Alliance, so I want you all to obtain real combat experience now while you have the chance. Well then, I'll be sure to discipline Kenji well as the senior Jeeg. For real? Oh yes, and don't expect me to go easy on you. Give me a break, Hiroshi. You should train all 3 of us then. You got more practical combat experience than each of us combined. Yeah, totally. To prepare for the coming battle, Kenji has to grow as a warrior, along with his partner, Tsubaki. Is that agreeable, Lieutenant Colonel Katsuragi? I have no objections. I'll inform Captain Bright Noah. Aww, then we're going back to the dialogue style. Okay, so Kendo and Denji return to Atlas and are welcomed back by their friends. And apparently, Arlie rushes over to Kento and hugs him, much to his dismay. Arlie begins to talk about how important Kento is to the restoration of Helios, though. But he cuts him off right there. Anyways, but yeah, Kento is the restoration that is how important Kento is to the restoration of the Helios. So yeah. And then Kenji, but yeah, gets cut off right from there. Kenji finds Arl to be interesting, to say the least. So they thanks him for bringing Kento and Denji and Danji back to them. Apparently, Shenya says they owed them for the help they've given us thus far, and then they asked about what the Tsar had been up to while Daltanius was away. Apparently, they haven't attacked Atlas yet, possibly because they don't see it as a threat with Daltanius gone. But apparently, the Earth Force is going to attack. What's called? The Earth Force is going to attack the Tsar, so they're going to have to be busy with Atlas as a result. Then Kento apparently said that the build-based people barely caught. That must be thanks to the build-based people, but now it looks like the Divine Doer is about to go into combat. Apparently, the Daltanius villains are talking about the recent events. Daltanius' return with otherworldly forces in tow, and the Earthborn monsters that were defeated by the Earthlings. The fog showing signs of activity, and the 3 life spheres they've been monitoring. Apparently, Nessie is going to point out that the monsters are enemies to the Earthlings, but they may be hostile to them as well. And Kaufman says that despite the damage they dealt to the Earth thus far, they shouldn't underestimate them. Mizuka is apparently asked if they should continue to only monitor the light spheres. And Kaufman says yes, saying that they can investigate them after they conquered the Earth. And then even if they did, they're likely to contain enemies hostile to them considering the force Daltanius returned with. And now they're about to test their strength, see what they're capable of before anything else. That's a normal dialogue. And the Archangel. I've heard news from the doctor. Looks like you're clear to move around again. Yes. I asked you to stay on board our ship so you can receive medical treatment, but what do you want to do now that you've recovered? You want to leave the ship, I won't stop you. You have to wait until you return to our world first. I'd like to work under you again, if at all possible. Hmm? Of course, I'm aware there are some people on this ship that don't think very highly of me. You'd never be able to return to the Alliance. I've made my peace with that, but are you against it? You and I have been through a lot, but while you were on board this ship, I truly did come to rely upon you. So, you can let me explain this to everyone. It's nice to have you back, Executive Officer. Executive Officer. I can't be your XO. I'm afraid you're the only one up to that task, Netarly. Thank you very much, Captain Ramius. Then the mess hall. Ah, so this is the mess hall. Wonder what they got to eat. Hang on, you have to introduce yourself first. We'll be staying here for some time. We look forward to working with you. Right, same here. The Rock Island is a military vessel, so you'll be treated as civilians employed for the military. What's that mean? It means we won't be treated as regular soldiers, but as civilians to take orders from military personnel. We actually have quite a few civilian pilots around your age. Yeah, now that you mention it, I think I saw a few people even younger than me. Anyways, it looks like the similarities between the two Gs doesn't stop at appearances. They even share the same name. We've seen several Gundams cross multiple worlds, but never had this happen before. Even Shion and I have different names. That said, I don't know much about what the other Hiroshi Shiba is like just from hearing about them. People from parallel worlds might have different names, but share the same personality, or vice versa. Or may just look alike and have nothing else in common. There's a lot of possibilities. If there's a Chatterbox Hero on another world somewhere, I gotta meet the guy. I'd like to meet a Lieutenant Armor that's as hot-blooded as Koji. One that shouts, "I'll crush the ambitions of the Principality of Zeon," or something like that. I mean, I guess that's not impossible. Oh, or how about a special move shouting Shinji, or quiet and ladylike Asuka? We could talk about the possibilities all day. Hey, you're the one that got us on that topic in the first place. Anyways, I want to give that back a whirl sometimes. You know, the one that could turn Steel Jeeg's head? Head? Oh, you ride bikes too? Yeah, so does Show. I'm actually pretty interested in that bike myself. It's called the Raikoba. You take that baby to a race and you're pretty much guaranteed the win. You want to race with Raikoba? No way, you aren't allowed to do that. What? That's lame. So you're a racer, huh? That's just like our world's Hiroshi. If your Hiroshi raced with Raikoba, I bet he'd be unbeatable. Even if he crashed or something, he'd just walk it off. Actually, wouldn't that mean our Jeeg is riding your Jeeg? This is kind of getting complicated. Since we have two Jeegs now, shouldn't we decide what to call them, each of them? That's right, it'd make communications during battle a lot more confusing. In that case, we can call your group's Jeeg Steel Jeeg. And Kanji can just be Jeeg. How does that sound? That should be fine. I'll let everyone else know. By pure chance, both parallel world Jeegs are on the same side. That also means both Yamatai kingdoms could join forces as well. And if that comes to pass, then what will happen? At the Rock Island Bridge. It appears this world's information network isn't as advanced as our own. And with the disorder created by the Tsar and Stellar Alliance's invasions, finding the remaining two gates will likely take some time. I see. What if we went into space? It might be easier to find them there. But then wouldn't that mean the Tsar and the Stellar Alliance will come at us at full force? It would, but I believe we could handle it. At present, they're the only enemies located in space. Then we'll have to utilize machines that are capable of reaching exceptional speeds and high altitudes to head into space. Captain, we received a report from the build base. They say there's a gate in the center Shikoku in Japan. Nice timing. That means there's two gates in Japan. We haven't established any rules about the distance between gates, so it's certainly a possibility. However, it appears the Star Interstellar Alliance had deployed their forces in the proximity of the gate. All hands, level 1 battle stations. Plot a gate for the course in Shikoku. Oof. So Daltanius, this. Alright. Wait and see. Chapter 14. So those are our robots, huh? Kento was right. They look freaking weird. Captain, there are enemies on the other side of the gate, but they aren't moving. Seems they're just watching us for now. They may be just a force meant to defend the area they took over, or they could be looking to stall time for reinforcements. Either way, it's imperative we occupy the area to investigate the gate. All units, quickly eliminate the enemies within the combat zone. We'll just let our boys deal with this. I'll never forget, Daltanius has a full Spanish dub. It is one of the ways I saw the series. Ironically with Daltanius, my introduction to it was Super Robot Wars D. I'll never forget because it had so many random attacks, including, as a secret attack, it had its own version of the Shine Spark. It was cooler though. And then it became a meh unit in GC/XO where you could just replace it at any time basically. But it was a fun unit to use in what's it called? In D, where you would just, you know, refill it, disconnect, and then get back to it. Anyways, let's get back to this. The enemies on the other side of the gate have begun moving. They're heading this way. Do they think that's enough units to actually stop us? Maybe they realize sending reinforcements won't make a difference. We're in the middle of battle. Cut the chatter. Sorry, man. I kind of thought the XO would have gotten a bit more easygoing, but... well, that's fine, isn't it? It's just who she is. Yeah, I agree. You two as well. Keep quiet. Sorry, ma'am. Looks like Natalie would be just fine. Daltanius is approaching. They'll enter the battlefield shortly. So those kids have come back. Alright, we made it in time. We're here to give you a hand. Alright, so now that we go on that... yeah. More dialogue. I understand why he's doing it though. It's a quick time saver. So apparently the OCN has taken the kids to World 6. World 6 kids to the gate that would lead to World 6. And they're in proximity of it. Wataru and the others are impressed that the Tsar can't notice them despite being so close. Thanks to the OCN, it's being able to turn invisible. Shibaraku thinks it's magic until Wataru tells him otherwise. And then Daichi and the others feel bad for being the only ones to return to the world while the others are still fighting. But Kyo and Lu Shen tell them that not to worry about that. That they were taken from their world unexpectedly and the others are experienced warriors. Daichi remembers that there's apparently a gate in their own world and that they'll have to investigate someday, meaning that this isn't goodbye. And apparently they enter the gate. So yeah. Anyways, those two came all the way out here, huh? Not surprisingly nice of them. I'd lose my Edo-born pride if I didn't pay back the debts I owed. Aren't you an alien? Hey, how had you know I lived in Tokyo before the Tsar invaded? You know, the place that used to be Edo. Or Edo. Well, I guess you are as foolhardy and short-tempered as an Edo boy would be. Whatever. Let's just hurry and stomp some Tsar robots. Okay, we'll get these guys to focus on the tops. Hollow bolt, gravity! And then they all die. Yeah. Oh, that's done and dealt with. Heh, how's that? These Sar guys are total chumps. All enemy readings in the combat zone have disappeared. Alright, let's begin investigating the gate. More experience stuff. Ah, it's this situation. Ah well. At the bridge, at the Tsar Mobile Fortress. Apparently Kloppin's saying that after seeing how the other worlds fight that they're powerful. And then they think that the Tsar can still defeat them. Yeah, they still think that the Tsar can defeat them and want to attack. But Voider mentions it may be easier to defeat the Altanians while they're gone. So yeah. The Altanians then, not the Altanians, sorry. Kloppin then decides to wait and see if they enter the gate or not. If they leave, then so be it. But if they stay, then they'll know the terror of the Tsar and the Stellar Alliance. So you ignore the doctor, please, and came to help us anyways? Yeah, he just says saying that since I have the blood of the Helios Emperor in me, I shouldn't put myself in an unnecessary danger. Didn't have to go that far just to come and help us. Nope, I had to. Paying back what we owe is just how you do it in Edo. What's with you and the Edo talk all of a sudden? This guy. Whatever the reason, I'm surprised you have such a sense of duty. There's actually a lot of people here that have that mentality. You're not wrong. Anyways, the guys on Yoshina's side, the guys on Yoshina should have passed through the gate by now, yeah? Yeah, we haven't heard that they got into many battles at least. Then now we just need to figure out where the gate leads to. All you can do now is wait for the drones we sent in to come back. I wonder if it's our world that's on the other side or not. Should be. And now, that's the end of part 3 of this. Of chapter 2. Thank God it's over. Ugh. Well, before anything, I'll show off Steel Jeeg stuff, so at least there's that. And here it is. And that's all. Thank you all for watching, and until the next chapter part thingy, goodbye.